Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd. And remember when Trump got indicted in Fulton County, Georgia, for various election charges? And I covered that quite well. And, can't beat a dead horse. So in my videos, I went through each one of the defendants or co-defendants for Trump. And I told everybody that, unless some Georgia judge has the balls to shut down the Republican Party, this case isn't going anywhere. And whatever judge could have done that would have been a sacrificial lamb for sure. It had been a career killer, especially in hindsight, right? 2020. But they didn't. And they had that legal opportunity under the Georgia RICO statute. Yeah, they can dissolve a racketeering influence corrupt organization. I covered that in my videos. So after reading the record, I determined that all charges would eventually be dismissed. How long that would take, who the hell knew? I don't follow Georgia legal issues, so I have no idea how the machinations in Georgia flow. But just cover this Yahoo article for you guys. Let me share my screen. This is from the Associated Press. We're going to go read. Y'all want to look at the original? And I know you're not here to see me. Associated Press. Trump and others in Georgia election interference case. Case dismissed. Kate Brumback, Wednesday, November 26, 2025, 9:59 a.m. Central Standard Time. I don't even want to play the video. I'm going to read it. Atlanta. A judge on Wednesday dismissed the Georgia election interference case against President Donald Trump and others after the prosecutor who took over the case said he would not pursue the charges, ending the last effort to punish the president in the courts for his efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss. Pete Skandalakis, executive director of the Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia, took over the case earlier this month from Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis, who was removed over, quote, an appearance of impropriety, close quote, created by a romantic relationship with special prosecutor she chose to lead the case. After Skandalakis' filing, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee issued an order dismissing the case in its entirety. The case began nearly 5 years ago when Willis made public her intent to investigate whether illegal attempts were made to influence the state's 2020 election. That included a January 2nd, 2021 phone call in which Trump was recorded urging Georgia's Secretary of State to help find the votes needed to overturn his loss in the critical swing state. It was the most wide-ranging of 4 criminal cases brought against Trump in 2023. The resources and manpower required to pursue such a sprawling case made it unsurprising that other prosecutors declined to take it on after Willis's removal. The latest criminal case against Trump to unravel. The abandonment of the Georgia case is the latest reflection of how Trump has emerged largely unscathed from a spate of prosecutions that once threatened his political career and personal liberty. Former Justice Department Special Counsel Jack Smith, who had charged Trump with conspiring to overturn the results of the 2020 election and hoarding classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, dropped both cases after Trump won the White House last year. Smith cited long-standing Justice Department policy against the indictment of a sitting president. And though Trump was convicted of felony charges in New York in connection with hush money payments during the 2016 election, he was sentenced in January to an unconditional discharge, leaving his conviction intact but sparing him any punishment. It was unlikely that legal action against Trump could have moved forward while he is president, but 14 other defendants still face charges, including former New York Mayor and Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani and former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Steve Sadow, Trump's lead attorney in Georgia, applauded the dismissal, quoting, "The political persecution of President Trump by disqualified DA Fani Willis is finally over. The case should have never been brought. A fair and impartial prosecutor has put an end to this lawfare," close quote. Trump celebrated the news in a lengthy social media post saying, quote, "Law and justice have prevailed in the great state of Georgia, as the corrupt Fani Willis witch hunt against me and other great American patriots has been dismissed in its entirety," close quote. The Associated Press has reached out to a spokesperson for the Willis seeking comment. And I'm quoting, "The strongest and most prosecutable case against those seeking to overturn the 2020 presidential election results and prevent the certification of those votes was the one investigated and indicted by Special Counsel Jack Smith," close quote, Skandalicus wrote in his court filing Wednesday. He added that the criminal conduct alleged in the Georgia indictment was conceived in Washington, D.C., not the state of Georgia. The federal government is the appropriate venue for this prosecution, not the state of Georgia. Skandalicus's review of the case. Skandakoulis said he undertook the review of the case with an understanding of grave seriousness, which many citizens view the events discussed in the case. I share their concerns and acknowledge the impact that my decision will have. He said the indictment alleges compelling set of facts that, if proven beyond a reasonable doubt, would establish a conspiracy undertaken by multiple individuals working to overturn the 2020 presidential election. In his filing, he walked through the different parts of the case to explain why he didn't pursue them. Among the obstacles he cited are the complexity of the legal issues at hand in prosecuting Trump, saying that even if everything was decided in the prosecutor's favor, bringing this case before a jury in 2029, 2030, 2031 would be nothing short of a remarkable feat. Skandakoulis wrote that what he considered separating the other remaining defendants and trying them separately, but he noted that Trump is the lead defendant and bears the responsibility for any conspiracy that could be proven. Holding separate trials for others would be illogically and unduly burdensome and costly. Why a new prosecutor took over the case in Georgia. After the Georgia Supreme Court in September declined to hear Willis's appeal of her disqualification, it fell to the prosecuting attorney's counsel to find a new prosecutor. After several other prosecutors declined to take the case, Skandakoulis appointed himself. Skandakoulis has led the small, nonpartisan counsel since 2018 and previously spent about 25 years as the elected district attorney for Coweta Judicial Circuit, southwest of Atlanta. He noted in Wednesday's filing that he has run for office as both a Democrat and Republican. If you follow my show, you will know that I did cover Mr. Skandalicus in a prior video. Absolutely. How the Georgia case fell apart. Willis, an elected Democrat, announced the indictment against Trump and 18 others in August 2023, using the state's anti-racketeering law to allege a wide-ranging conspiracy to illegally overturn Trump's narrow loss in Georgia. 4 people pleaded guilty in the months that followed after reaching deals with prosecutors. Defense attorneys sought Willis's removal after one revealed in January 2024 that Willis had a romantic relationship with Nathan Wade, the special prosecutor she hired to lead the case. Willis and Wade disputed allegations that their relationship created a conflict of interest. The judge rebuked Willis for a tremendous lapse of judgment, but found no disqualifying conflict of interest, ruling she could stay on the case if Wade resigned, which he did hours later. Defense attorneys appealed, and the Georgia Court of Appeals removed Willis from the case in December 2024. The state Supreme Court declined to hear Willis's appeal. This story has been corrected to show that Scandalicus took over the case in November, not October. Associated Press writer Eric Tucker in Washington contributed to this article. As I stated before, I told you this case was going to get dismissed. But you have to take a long look at the case and figure out who are the first two to cop out and take that plea bargain. One was a bail bondsman, one was an attorney, and the other was an attorney, and I forget what the other one was. So two attorneys, Sidney Powell and what's that blonde girl's name? I had to go look her up. I don't remember. They both copped out almost immediately, especially Sidney Powell, who Trump lauded as some great attorney. Because, Trump only chooses winners. There are no losers in his vocabulary until you are one. And he'll make damn sure to point that out. Even call you a traitor. So I told you guys this was going to happen. I don't even remember if they appealed that New York decision, which I'm sure they did. If it works its way up to the United States Supreme Court, it'll be dismissed there, if not before. So all the bullshit, hanky-panky law that they tried to perpetrate on Trump, all of it was bullshit. And I'm sure Trump's appealing all of it. So we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Remember when I told you, I'm pretty good at that. So maybe y'all should listen, because I've covered a couple things. Yesterday, I put out this video. If you haven't seen it, might want to. And then the day before that, I did this video where I've been telling everybody about this over and over and over, that artificial intelligence and robotics, all that's going to merge. But it's going to merge with social media, and that it would be an impossibility due to manpower, technology, and money for a singular company to have the alpha AI. Let's just say OpenAI for one. I could go over here to Meta and use Llama or any one of these other entities, Grok. But it was just from my research that there would be a big merger. There would have to be a merger between AIs and all these different other techs for them to become the alpha AI. They're going to have to eat each other up and become one big monstrosity, a monopoly. And I covered that. And when this comes, folks, it's going to come so fast, most people aren't even going to know it happened. And they're going like, oh, okay, great. This is wonderful. And then the day before, I did a video and I talked about this. And then the next day, boom, it officially announced that Doge has been disbanded. Mm-hmm. Now, there's some cracks in the MAGA movement, which there should be. There should be more than cracks, actually, but hey, one can be hopeful. And that was this one. Tell me I'm wrong about that one. Uh, Marjorie Taylor Greene has a little pride. I'm sure she considers herself as a Southern belle, a lady, but a lady who can, take care of herself. I'm sure she took that slight quite personally. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, we did the trust accounting class. I actually just got off a telegram with Ann LaFleur, and we will be doing another live trust accounting class. We weren't going to plan on doing it. We were just going to do one, but there were technical issues on Ann's end, my end, and the finished product is unacceptable for presentation in my eyes. So we're going to go back and start over. So if you missed that class, and trust me, everybody loved that class. They were like, man, this is so awesome, man. Thank you for doing this. This is exactly what I needed, that kind of verbiage. So if you missed it, come on back. You're still going to get all the free stuff that goes with it, the 2 ebooks, How to Run Your Trust Like a Pro, Trust Accounting book, and then the bonus book Ann threw in at the last minute, and that would be the ebook for the Private Membership Association. Oops, I wasn't supposed to tell anybody that, but and you get the Excel spreadsheet templates to do everything. And into that discussion with Ann, she's like, I thought I was like, I needed to hurry up, and I really didn't get to cover the spreadsheets like I wanted to. So we're going to do at least one more live class, if not more. So stay tuned for that. Also, because of my illustrious career as a criminal, I learned a lot of things there. Let me go see, where are these at? There's that one. Oh, let me get you a black screen for you guys. Healthcare Directive class. It's a $49 class. So this is a 15 plus page multi-part healthcare directive. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, listen, if you become disabled for any reason and you do not have a bona fide healthcare directive to instruct medical personnel what to do with you, and you have a valuable estate, somebody wants to put you in assisted living and let you expire a lot more rapidly than you had planned on it. And believe me, most people just have the regular black and white inkjet printed will and testament or a healthcare directive, which are so easily to be able to be forged. So I use that all that criminality that I learned and apply it to create fraud proof, anti-counterfeit documents that are bulletproof. So once they're done, they're done. That's a wrap. If you're going to do any amendments, then you'd want to accompany the original with the new one. Again, in archival form, anti-counterfeit. So if you want to take that class, hey, protect your health before you can't. That's what I tell everybody. $49, you can have this. We'll also do the final will and testament. That class also $49. Let me go see if I can pull up that for you guys. And I guess my bitching worked. Oh, there it is. Because it appears that StreamYard is functioning much better, especially when you're doing things. So I guess I beat him in the ground enough. There you go. This is the final will and testament. $49 includes a custom will you create with multiple anti-fraud protections. Altered and tampered wills are the foremost number one issue used by family to steal the estate assets. Protect the estate with a fraud-proof will and leave probate court jurisdiction. If you have a will, you shouldn't even be in probate court, right? So you're going to leave their jurisdiction. Only reason you'd be in there if there was a contested will or no will. So this is what I help people with. Do I have that over here? I guess I put it back over there when I was cleaning. I was sewing as well. So, yeah, archival presentation, archival inks, signed, sealed, and delivered. So, these are two classes that you want to take: healthcare directive class, final will. They're coming up shortly. These will be recorded classes. There'll be a presentation, and then we'll do a Q&A. I want to run through all the documents first and kind of give everybody a deep understanding of what it is, what they're doing. The final product that we produce in class will not be your final healthcare directive, will not be your final will, because you need to tailor it to fit you and your circumstances, not Floyd's. So you're going to use Floyd's as a template, and you're going to amend yours to create your own healthcare directive, your own will and testament. Absolutely. So that class, health directive class, is coming up on the 6th, which is Saturday. Not this Saturday, next Saturday, 7 o'clock. Then we have the last will and testament on the 13th, Saturday at 7 o'clock. I will schedule the next trust accounting class. I may just bump it to that next Saturday night as well. I'll get with Ann later today. We'll schedule that. I'll get it up on the website. I do have a Black Friday sale. I have deals running to November 30th. 5 different packages. I'm going to go work on those right now. I think they're not quite as informative as they should be, so I'll get them done for you. Trust books, trust classes, all kind of deals in there. If there's a package you want that I offer of products, but you don't see that package and you want to put something custom tailored together, send me an email, send me a text, give me a call on the phone, and we'll get something for you. If you, for some reason, don't have any money, which a lot of people don't, and you want to barter, hit me up. I'll barter with you. People should be bartering more often and should be learning how to barter and what assets are. All right. I think I covered everything I didn't want to cover today. I mean, I've got some other stuff. I'll throw this video at you if you want. Not that one. That's here's the original. This is the original video that I did 2 years ago, talking about the Trump case. But here we go. Just gonna throw this in here for you guys for a little bonus. Black Friday, unmute your black background. All right, here's a little bonus for you guys. And I've got more. I told y'all I'm following AI and robotics intensely. Intensely. So I believe it's this one. Nope, it is that one. I want y'all to read the closed caption. Due to copyright restrictions, you see that? By 2025, cognitive technologies will absorb activities currently performed by 250 million knowledge workers. Okay, let me tweak it back just a hair so you can catch the beginning of it. There you go. Do you remember me telling you that the next big wave of layoffs would be Walmart? You should probably listen to me a little bit more often. I'm sure you remember me telling you that I worked at multiple Walmart conventions at the George R. Brown. And in doing so, I was privy to some of the new technology that Walmart would be establishing in their stores. And guess what? The first one I did, they imported, excuse me, they imported, dang, excuse me, all their employees of the month from all their locations all over the world. And they all had little name tags on them that said, like, hi, my name is Will. And it would say Bentonville, Arkansas, wherever they were from. So you could walk around, and that's actually who they were using as security, their own employees. So as I'm walking, traversing through this big montage of Walmart on the floor of the George R. Brown Convention Center, by the time I got to from E Hall to A Hall, I'm just like laughing at these Walmart employees because they have no idea what they're looking at. It's their replacements. It's like, man, y'all here working, having a good time, thinking this is woo woo woo, and yeah, you're getting ready to get. I told y'all, it's fixing to come everywhere, everywhere. There's some more that I'm going to pop up for you guys. I may do another one tonight. I don't know. I've got some stuff to do. So thank you for coming over here, spending your time. I hope you got educated. I hope you learned something, especially there at the tail end. Ooh, maybe. Hang on. Yeah, let me go find that real quick. Uh, Give me 1 second. Nope. Um, uh, let's see where that was at. mute that. Let me go mute that. Crazy YouTube. Keep listening, folks. Keep reading. Pay attention to what Elon's saying. You see, they say building together. This is why I tell you all of these entities, even though they appear to be competitors and have their own AI, their own social media, when it comes to the grander picture becoming the alpha AI, they will merge. It's always sunny in space. Let's mosey down here at the very beginning. Pay attention. Let me back that up for you. But there is only basically one way to make everyone wealthy, and that is AI and robotics. Pay attention. And we've already covered the two stories. So if you stuck around for that, that's the wealthiest man in the world telling you your future. The jobs will be optional. Currency's going away. Did you hear that? Currency's going away. Wonder where I've heard that before. Oh, that's that whole New World Order thing where there's going to be a digital currency, right? That's why currency's going away. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that little extra stuff that that you're using Cash App and Zelle and Venmo and all these other alternative sources to purchase because they don't take credit cards, debit cards, or checks. You know what I'm talking about? So when there's no currency, you'll be having to barter. Absolutely. Because the all-seeing capital I will know exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it, why you want to do it, before you even know you want to do it. Predictability. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving if I don't talk to you before then. Happy holidays. Be safe. Safe travels. God bless you and your family. Don't talk about politics, religion, or weather when you encounter your friends and family this holiday season. Go enjoy just being with somebody, enjoying a good meal, or whatever you're going to do. Just be happy. Be joyful. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I got some comments. No sound or video. Oh, I know there's no sound. I did no sound for a reason. You had to watch the closed captions. No sound because of copyright issues. Listen, I don't know what it is up with YouTube, but they just pick and choose what they when oh, hey, it's time to give you a strike for playing a video that doesn't have any copyright designation on its description in the video, and it's playing on YouTube, and I even put a fair use notice up front. So that's why I did it. So sorry about that. I know I made you read, and that's usually what my platform is not about. I usually read everything. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something again. God bless you. Have